Well, unfortunately in the last week we had the sad news that Akira Toriyama passed away, and it breaks my heart since Dragon Ball is one of the most important things in my life, and knowing about it made me want to relive the iconic moments of this epic story. And to do that, I decided to play Dragon Ball Kakarot from the beginning. So come with me and let's relive the legacy of Toriyama Sensei. So before we start the story of the game itself, I would like to give a summary of the classic Dragon Ball, just in case someone who never watched it don't get lost. Everything starts when a little boy with a tail called Son Goku met a girl named Bulma, and they go on an adventure for the Dragon Balls. And in that adventure, Goku meets his martial art master, Master Roshi, his best monk friend, Kuririn, and enemies that later become his allies like Tenshinhan, Yamcha, and Piccolo. He also fought an entire army who wanted to conquer the world called Red Ribbon, had his first biggest enemies, the assassin Tao Pai, and fought, killing the Demon King Piccolo Daimao. Goku also met his future wife Chi-Chi, his dead grandpa Son Gohan, and in the end he fights Piccolo Daimao reincarnation Piccolo Jr. in the fight tournament, defeating him and finish the classic Dragon Ball, leading us to Dragon Ball Z. So let's rewatch this whole story. We start the game with the introduction of Goku's child, Son Gohan, going to meet his father, who was training through a mental fight with Piccolo. And finishing the fight, we start the Saiyan Invasion saga. On the first scene, we know Raditz, a man who belongs to an extinguished race called the Saiyans, and the only beings left of this race are Raditz and two other men. But Raditz discovered that his little brother is alive, living in the planet Earth, so now he is currently heading towards the planet to meet his little brother. Meanwhile, Goku finishes training and have a little chat with Gohan about Piccolo being the strongest enemy he ever fought and how he wants to fight him again. Gohan then reminds Goku to take ingredients for Chi-Chi so she doesn't get mad at him. So we pick some apples and also teach Gohan how to fish in a very strange way. After gathering everything, Goku calls for Kington, the flying Nimbles, and both go back home since it's already too late. There, Chi-Chi is mad at Goku because he had a meeting with Master Roshi and the others to introduce Gohan to everyone. So after eating, Goku and Gohan ride the Nimbus and go to the Master Roshi house. And before heading there, let me explain how the Dragon Balls works in case some of you don't know. There are 7 spheres that when gathered can summon a dragon called Shendong, who grants any wish, and Goku, as a gift from his dead grandpa, received the 4-star ball, which is in Gohan's hat as a memory of his grandpa. So Goku arrives at the Master Roshi house, introducing Gohan to everyone and also surprising this because they never thought that Goku would be the first one to have a kid. While talking to Kuririn, they notice a meteor passing through the sky, and we see that the meteor is actually Raditz arriving the Earth. And right after he leaves the ship, he's greeted by a farmer who has the power level of 5 according to the scouter in Raditz's head. The farmer, as a self-defense act, cause you know, a freaking dude with a tail fell from the sky, shoots at Raditz, but Raditz grabs the bullet and throws it back at the farmer, making the first kill of Dragon Ball Z. Then Raditz reaches a higher power level and departs to the direction hoping to be his brother. At the same time, Piccolo noticed the high power of Raditz and go to the meeting with him. When Raditz sees Piccolo, he becomes disappointed since he was hoping to see his brother. Also, he doubted the fact that an American is on Earth. Piccolo defies Raditz for a fight, but unfortunately, Raditz doesn't seem to receive any damage from Piccolo and decides to end the battle, when suddenly his scouter reaches a higher power level, making him leave the battle to check the place, but Piccolo follows him. Raditz arrives at the Master Roshi house and start talking to Goku, calling him Kakarot and saying that he is his younger brother and that he was supposed to have conquered Earth already. So he tells Goku to join him and the other two Saiyan in a mission of taking the planet for them, but Goku rejects Raditz's offering, starting a fight with him. Goku could not stand a chance against Raditz. Then, As a bribe act, Raditz kidnaps Gohan and run away. Goku asks Bulma for a Dragon Radio since Gohan's hat had a Dragon Ball on it. And before going for Gohan's rescue, Piccolo appears in the place and tells Goku to join force with him so that they could have a chance of defeating Raditz. Goku accepts for Gohan's sake, then they both go to Raditz's place. Raditz, while waiting for Goku, reads a high power level coming from the ship, which is the place he left Gohan. Then Goku and Piccolo arrives the place and they start a big fight, where both strengths together was not enough to defeat Raditz. So Piccolo comes with an idea where Goku calls for Raditz's attention, while Piccolo charges a new technique that he believes is enough to end the battle. So here starts a boss fight with Raditz, where I had to dodge a lot of projectiles and die a lot of times, but I made it too. Raditz was about to finish Goku, but he noticed an extremely high power level coming from Piccolo's technique. So he goes to stop Piccolo, but forgot about Goku, who grabbed his tail, which is the weak spot of Saiyans. Becoming weak enough to fall in the ground, Raditz starts begging for Goku to let him go so that he will leave the planet and never come back again. Believing in Raditz's words, Goku releases him, receiving a counterattack from him and being stabbed non-stop. So suddenly Raditz noticed the power of Gohan growing even more, then Gohan breaks the ship in anger and gives a powerful headbutt in Raditz. Raditz, completely enraged, decides to kill Gohan, but is stopped by Goku, and there we have an iconic moment of the series. Piccolo's attacks pierces Goku and Raditz. Raditz could not believe that his brother would sacrifice himself like that. Then Piccolo tells Raditz about the Dragon Ball's power of resurrecting, and Raditz tells Piccolo that he sent that information to the other Saiyans, and that they will be on their way to Earth in 1 year. Raditz then finally dies. The other at Master Roshi's house arrive at the place and Piccolo explained the situation to them. Kuririn promised to revive Goku, then Goku, while laughing, dies in front of his best friend, but his body was taken by Kami-sama for some reason. Kuririn then decides to tell others about the invasion so that all of them can train and be prepared, and Piccolo decides to train Gohan himself, since he could be a big help from what he showed in the fight. We then have a glimpse of the Saiyans, a big strong bald man called Nappa, and a short guy with some damn-ass receding hairlines called Vegeta. They receive the message and depart towards the Earth. Meanwhile, we can see Goku at the entrance of the other world with Kami-sama and a big demon called King Emma. Kami is asking Emma to let Goku take the Snake Way, where at the end lives Kaio-sama, or King Kai, a being who is above Kami-sama and can make Goku even more powerful. So in the game I had to answer 5 questions for some reason to let Emma let me go. Also, Goku asked about Raditz appearing there, and Emma tells that he tried to fight him, but Emma has absolute power on the other world, so he sent Raditz to hell. Goku then parts to the Snake Way, an extremely long path where Goku must cross without falling. In Earth, Gohan wakes up and sees Piccolo, who just tells him about his father's death, then starts to cry a lot. But Piccolo cuts the mood and tells that he will leave Gohan alone in the middle of nowhere and that he must learn how to survive by himself. Then Piccolo leaves Gohan alone. Gohan comes across with a dinosaur that starts running his direction, and desperate by the moment, Gohan once again activates the rage mode he had with Raditz and jumps high enough to reach the top of a mountain. But having no clue of what just happened, he starts crying for not being able to get down. Piccolo go check Gohan's situation and see the boy crying of hungriness at the top of the mountain. So he decides to give a little hand since the boy may be their best shot at the fight. So we go pick some apples, and at night Piccolo give the apples to Gohan. Gohan take an apple and notice that it is quite bright for a night time. So he look at the moon, and it was a full moon night where Saiyans with the tail become giant apes looking at the full moon. Gohan transforms into a giant ape and Piccolo decides to stop him, but the ape was too strong and could actually destroy the earth.
んでもない破壊力だ。これではサイヤ人が来る前に地球は壊滅だ。
Piccolo then remembers that Raditz said back then about Saiyans becoming stronger in the full moon. So as a desperate act, Piccolo destroys the fucking moon. Gohan go back to normal but completely naked due to the transformation, and he actually becomes naked. The game just preferred to censor for valid reasons. So Piccolo give him new clothes and a sword to help him survive. At daytime, Gohan is really hungry and smells meat from somewhere. Following the smell, he meets with a fat boy named Yajirobe, who instead of giving him meat, teaches Gohan how to hunt, and Gohan decides to stay by Yajirobe's side, until Yajirobe decides to leave Gohan, and that part actually is original from the game. After several months, Piccolo runs into Gohan again, seeing that the boy is surviving on his own. On the other world, Goku finally reaches the Snake Way end, and there he sees a little planet where he jumps to. On the planet, Goku meets a giant blue Kakarot, who is actually Kaiosama. Goku asks Kaiosama to train him, but Kaiosama says that he will train only if Goku makes him laugh. So Goku makes a joke. Kaiosama laughs and decides to train Goku to be the best comedian, but Goku says that he wants to train for fighting, not for comedian. So Kaiosama accepts anyway and tells Goku to show him his powers. When Kaiosama sees Goku's potential, he decides to teach him a technique called Kaioken and also his best attack. Now back to our little boy Piccolo finally talks with Gohan. He teaches him how to use his ki and also how to fly. And then Piccolo begins the real training with Gohan. After training for a whole day, Piccolo recognizes Gohan's evolution during the 6 months, and they have a little chat where Gohan confesses to not see Piccolo as a bad guy. Piccolo becomes a little embarrassed by Gohan's comment and tells him to sleep. In the Kaiosama planet, Goku is training the special technique called Genkidama, a special technique that gathers the energy of everything around, creating a powerful ball capable of destroying a planet. Some time passed, and Gohan was training so hard that when he saw an opportunity, Gohan sneaked way back home. There he met Yamcha's best friend, Puaru. He was gathering some ingredients to cook a meal for Yamcha. Gohan talked with Puaru, then some red ribbon robots appears to attack Puaru, but Gohan saved him, making Puaru admire how strong Gohan is, saying that he looks like Goku when he was a kid. So Puaru would motivate Gohan to keep training in order to protect his loved ones, and Piccolo was watching everything. He always knew that Gohan would sneak, but decided not to stop the boy and let the boy take his own decisions. Gohan then go back to Piccolo, then Piccolo tells Gohan to give him all that he got. After fighting, Piccolo actually compliments Gohan's evolution and gives him a new set based on Piccolo's clothes. After some time, we are back to Goku. Kaiosama tells Goku that the Saiyans will be on Earth soon, but he forgot that going back to the Snake Way is gonna take too long. So by using Kaiosama powers of communication through places across the universe, Goku tells his friend to revive him by using the Dragon Balls. So now with Goku alive again, he needs to cross the Snake Way once again to go back to Earth. The day of the arrival finally came, and we got one of the best introductions of a character ever made.
地球って言ったな。まあまあの星じゃないか。
ピーピーうるさいひよこたち、挨拶してやろうかな。
After destroying the entire city, Nappa and Vegeta see a high power level location and both head towards it. On the other side, we have Gohan meeting with Piccolo and Kuririn to wait for the Saiyans. When they arrive, they start attacking each other with words. Then Nappa releases some cabbage midgets called Saibaman, and before the fight starts, Tenshinhan and Yamcha arrives, and oh yeah, we have Chaos. So the fight with the Cybermen starts, and the Z Fighters, which is the name of the group, manage to kill most part of the cabbage midgets. But Yamcha decides to face one of the Cybermen alone, and when he thought that he had won the fight, the Cyberman gives Yamcha an unforgettable hug, killing Yamcha, but giving birth to a great meme in our community. So finally Nappa decides to fight them himself, creating a hell in their life. First, he cut Tenshinhan's arm. Charles, after seeing that brutal scene with his friend, sticks to Nappa's back and self-explodes. But Nappa doesn't take any damage, and Tenshinhan, taken by the anger, uses all of his ki energy to give a final Kikoho, but it was not enough, and Tenshinhan dies. Kuririn, seeing the whole situation, begs for Goku's presence. Vegeta notices that they are talking about Kakarot and asks if they believe that Goku will be able to overpower them. They answer that Goku is much more stronger, making Vegeta give them 3 hours to wait for Goku's arrival. Nappa doubts Vegeta's decision, but Vegeta intimidates Nappa, showing that he is way more stronger than Nappa. While they wait, a little chat between Kuririn and Piccolo reveals that if Piccolo dies, Kami-sama also will die, and since Kami-sama created the Dragon Balls, they will be gone. And just to explain a little bit of why, back in the classic Dragon Ball, Piccolo wanted to become God, but the evil nature within him didn't allow him to become God, so Piccolo expelled his evil side, creating Piccolo Daimao, and becoming God afterwards. So basically, since Piccolo Jr. is the reincarnation of Piccolo Daimao, he is basically the other half of Kami-sama, which makes him and Kami one being. So the 3 hours passes and Goku have not arrived yet, but they feel a strong power heading towards them. Vegeta then orders Nappa to kill them all, and Nappa at first asks Vegeta about the Dragon Balls, but Vegeta says that in the Namekian planet, they may find stronger Dragon Balls, so they just need to go there after finishing with Earth. Nappa starts a fight with Gohan, but Gohan makes Nappa angry with his attack that seems effective. Then Nappa decides to finally finish Gohan once and for all. A few minutes earlier, we can see Goku arrive in the entrance of the other world, and Kami-sama was waiting for him, so finally Goku is on his way to the fight. In the fight scene, we have one of the saddest moments of the series.
情けない話だぜ。ピッコロ大魔王様ともあろう者がガキをかばっちまうなんて最低だ。貴様ら親子のせいだぞ。甘さがうつっちまった。だがご飯。俺とまともに喋ってくれたのはお前だけだった。貴様といたすぐ熱悪かったぜ。死ぬなよご飯。
And as expected, Kami-sama also faints, ending with the Dragon Balls. Nappa then go once again, finish Gohan, but when everything seemed lost, Goku finally appears, and when he sees all of his friends dead, he starts beating Nappa's ass so hard that Nappa cowardly went towards Gohan and Kuririn, but Goku used his new ability, Kaioken, increasing his speed and power but exhausting his body, and striking Nappa in a way that he could not move move anymore. So Goku throws Nappa's body next to Vegeta, and Nappa starts begging for Vegeta's help. But to everyone's surprise, Vegeta actually kills Nappa, saying that he has no more use on a weak Saiyan. Goku noticed that Vegeta is way stronger than Nappa. Kuririn tells Goku to take the fight to somewhere else so that nothing bad happens to the other's body. Goku agrees with Kuririn's idea and asks Vegeta to change the fight scenario. Vegeta accepts without doubting, then both move to the desert, starting a remarkable fight.
サイヤ人は生まれてすぐ戦士の素質を検査される。その時の数値が低いと貴様のように弱い星へ送り込まれるのだ。要するに貴様は落ちこぼれだ。
落ちこぼれだって必死に努力すりゃエリートを超えることがあるかもよ。
面白い冗談だ。では努力だけではどうやっても越えられぬ壁を見せてやろう。
Now this was an insanely hype boss fight against Vegeta, with a moderate difficult and also moments like this. Then we have one of the best fight moments of all the times.
Kakarot 持ってくるよ。3倍回復。カメハメハだ。
俺のギャリック砲は絶対に食い止められんぞ。地球マルトも宇宙のチビになれ。
Vegeta surprisingly resists to the Kamehameha, and as a desperate moment, he creates a giant key sphere to simulate the moon, turning himself into a giant ape. Goku struggles to fight Vegeta in that form, so he sees an opportunity and uses the Kaio-sama ultimate special ability, the Genki-dama. But since the ability takes time to charge, Vegeta grabs Goku, crushing him with his giant ape hand. Meanwhile, Kuririn and Gohan were heading back home, but Gohan decides to go to the fighting place, and Kuririn follows Gohan. There they see Vegeta in the ape form and hides from him. They also meet Yajirobe in the place, and together they make a plan where Gohan distracts Vegeta while Kuririn charges an attack to cut Vegeta's tails off. Since cutting the tail off will revert the ape form, so Gohan gets Vegeta attention, and Kuririn, who had one fucking job here, throws the Kienza, but Vegeta dodges, and when everything seemed lost, the real hero appears and cuts the tail like a fucking badass. Vegeta, returning to the normal form, starts a fight with Gohan. Goku was completely exhausted, not being able to even move a finger. He then asked for Kuririn help, and given the Genkidama that he had gathered, telling him to throw it at Vegeta. Kuririn focused the sphere to target an evil spirit, and once again, Kuririn has one fucking job, man. So when they thought everything was done, Vegeta once again prepared himself to attack again, but he forgot about the fake moon, and when Gohan looked at it, it became a giant ape. Gohan jumps towards Vegeta, and Vegeta quickly cuts Gohan's tails off, but not expecting that Gohan will follow him, finishing the battle once and for all. Vegeta, completely destroyed, calls for his spaceship, and while crawling to it, Kuririn grabs Yajirobe's sword and go finish Vegeta. But Goku asks Kuririn to let him leave so that he can fight Vegeta again in the future. Kuririn, doubting Goku's decision, accepts. So Vegeta enters the ship, curse everyone, and fly to the space. Bulma, Master Roshi, and Karin arrives the place. Kuririn explains what happened to them, and Bulma falls on her knees after knowing about Yamcha's death. But Kuririn also tells them about the Dragon Balls in the Namek planet, and here we finish the Saiyan Invasion saga. So this video was supposed to have all the sagas in one video, but it took me so long that I decided to split in parts. So this is the Saiyan saga, the next video will be the Namek saga. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, until Sunday.